Videos to the B here. I'm very glad to see you all joining me today, because on behalf of my friend GS Productions, I am going to be reviewing the Emoji Movie. This movie just last night, and I have got to say, it is spectacular. Well, it's not exactly as great as Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but it's still a good movie. But in all honesty, I think it could have been a little bit more. Now, the story is about an emoji by the name of Gene, who is a meh emoji, who's supposedly just an emoji. He wants to be like everyone else, but he realizes that he's completely different because he can make different emotions. And of course, since this movie's called the Emoji Movie, it takes place inside of a phone. The same phone that you are watching me from now, or the same phone that I'm recording from now. The animation is pretty much spectacular. I mean, Sony did a great job with Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and Hotel Transylvania, so I was expecting for them to work a little bit of magic with the Emoji Movie, and I gotta say, they really did work quite a bit of magic on multiple technological levels. When this film came out in theaters, it wasn't exactly a smash success. In fact, barely any of the critics really liked it for what it was. But in my mind, critics are fickle, if you get my meaning. You take, for example, when Cars came out in 2006, critics didn't like it, but they soon warmed up to it. And apparently the story about Gene the emoji, he's just trying to find his place in the phone. And I gotta say, when he meets up with Jailbreak, who is another emoji, I don't want to spoil anything, but she too is an emoji. He basically leads him on a great adventure through a smartphone of all places. And of course, the actors who play in this movie are pretty good at what they do. T.J. Miller plays the part of Gene. James Corden plays as High Five, a high five emoji. And Anna Faris plays the part of Jailbreak, the emoji with a big secret, I'll say, because I don't want to spoil anything. And as a bonus, Neil Patrick Harrison plays in the movie. I won't say who he plays as. You'll have to watch the movie to find out. While watching the film, I kind of noticed something, sort of a connection between me and Gene. In a way, I'm pretty much like an emoji. I mean, like everyone else, I've got multiple emotions. And when I saw what happens inside of a phone, well, I thought to myself as the end credits rolled, I'll never look at a phone the same way again. There are quite a few places to explore inside of the phone from Gene, Jailbreak, and High Five's perspective. For example, they go inside a Just Dance app, and it's just like a game of Just Dance, but being played from the perspective like you're inside the game. And they also go inside other apps like Facebook and Spotify, I believe. Yeah, Spotify. But seriously, if you want to see all the apps that are seen in the movie, then head down to your local store and get the Emoji Movie. One thing that could definitely bring down the feel of the Emoji Movie, it would have to be Gene's parents. Oh my goodness, those two are the blandest of all the characters, especially Gene's mom. Sheesh. I cannot believe it. I know she's just being an emoji, but seriously, what was Sony thinking of giving Gene parents? I mean, maybe the dad having different emotions was a smart decision since, well, Gene is his son. But in all honesty, they probably shouldn't have given Gene parents. The movie is the villain, Smiley, I believe she's called. And I gotta say that despite her being the original emoji, she definitely, and I mean definitely, is kind of insane. I mean, she's always smiling, even though she's supposed to be a villain. Kind of reminds me of the Joker in a way, only she's more she's more crazy, like that guy from The Shining. I believe Jack Nicholson was his name, I think. So basically picture Jack Nicholson as an emoji, only a girl. And that's your villain for the Emoji Movie. All in all, the Emoji Movie was a spectacular piece of animation, and I gotta say, critics were probably wrong. I mean, it's great for children, and coming from a 20-year-old, or soon-to-be 20-year-old like myself, it's definitely got its charm. And I have a feeling that if you go see this movie, you will not look at your phone ever again the same way. I'm rating the Emoji Movie, on behalf of my friend GS Productions, 3.5 out of 5 stars. I could have given it 4, but it's the parents that dragged it down like a ton of bricks. Aside from that, this movie is definitely a decent, good movie. It's not like Snow White or any of the other groundbreaking movies, but yeah, you should definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. Also, as a side note, my buddy GS Productions and I, we're making a crossover series for YouTube featuring the characters from Winnie the Pooh, Yu-Gi-Oh!, the main Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, not GX or 5Ds or Zexal, and Power Rangers. It's a three-way crossover. And I gotta say, the concept is amazing from my perspective. I mean, me and him are working together on it. I write out the script, or the overview of how the episode's gonna play out, and he brings it to life with his buddies Cozy Monster, Wonk, and the 2 villains, Ice Bat and Ugly Ghost. And I gotta say, those 4, they know how to get the job done when it comes to when it comes to crossover films. But of course, the series can't come alive without your help. So we need you to find a way to help us out. And there is a way. Just go to patreon.com/GSProductions, and you can donate as much as $1 to help them out. And I gotta say, we can't make this without you. Plus, you can put a cap on it so that way you can watch how much you spend. So that way GS Productions, who does reviews by the way, that you can donate $1 to see more of his reviews. You can pretty much donate $1 and then put a cap on it, so that way he doesn't pump out a bazillion episodes of either the crossover or his reviews, and you end up paying bazillions of dollars. So just go to patreon.com/GSProductions and help us out. We can't make it without you. So until GS Productions needs me to do another review, in his words, peace out.